What's up, fight fans? Thank you once again for coming through. Much appreciated. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. I thought I was fired up for Ortiz Wilder 2 months ago, last month, a week ago, a few days ago. After this face-to-face at the press conference, I'm super pumped for this fight. I said already, for me, it has the most intrigue of any fight made so far this year. Definitely in the heavyweight division. I mean, questions will be answered. I've done a number of videos on this fight, and I've said questions will be answered. I do firmly believe that Ortiz is one of the almost feared heavyweights of the last few years. I think it's fair to say that. But in his last few fights, he hasn't looked good. We have to admit it. He hasn't looked good. He's not the Ortiz that fought Bryant Jennings. He's not the Ortiz that fought Tony Thompson. And that could be down for a number of reasons. Is it down to age? Is it down to performance-enhancing drugs? We don't know. That's the questions that need to be answered on his side. The questions that need to be answered on Wild's side is, can you be an elite fighter? Can you be a fighter convincingly, like the way you've been destroying everyone else that's ranked inside the top 5? Can you do that? Are you good enough to do that? Can you show better boxing ability than you've shown in your last few fights? Because let's be honest, even Wilder fans, in terms of boxing ability, I'm not talking knockout power. In terms of boxing ability, it's been a bit rough. It's been a bit rough. I think even Wilder said recently there are lots of things he has to work on, and I agree with him. But in terms of raw power, I mean, I have Wilder above AJ. I have Wilder above any heavyweight because his power is frightening. This face-off was, to say the least, fiery. I mean, it makes me laugh when some of the bigwigs in the back don't want to separate it. These guys were staring each other down for at least 30 seconds before anyone said anything. Eyeball to eyeball. And then, I think Ortiz talked first. I don't know if it was him in English. I'm not sure. And Wilder just went off. Wilder was saying a thing like, this isn't a game. You think this is, I'm playing. I something along the lines of, I'm here to take a life. And I don't think he meant it like that in terms of killing, but in the seriousness of it all. He was just... And look, I've seen Wilder fired up. We've all seen it. I think I saw him as fired up. Not as fired up, but I saw him fired up when he took on Stavern. And I think Stavern really angered him for a number of reasons. First of all, he didn't get that massive paycheck he thought he was going to get against Povetkin. That was the one he really wanted. So I think the Stavern fight came when he didn't really want the Stavern fight. And also, Stavern was the only fight he hadn't knocked out. And I think he wanted to send a message. And he did emphatically. He's going to try and go for the same message on Saturday. And you can see how pumped up he is for it. He wants the big Anthony Joshua fight. I mean, he looks impressive. TV execs say, look, it's got to happen. Showtime put a huge amount of money behind it and it has to be made. He looks too impressive. He knocks Ortiz out in the first round. And, I mean, Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua are going to be hiding behind the couch. They're not going to want anything to do with Wilder. But look, guys, as you can tell by my voice, I'm super excited for this fight. The face-off was fiery. I'm not going against my decision. I still say Ortiz wins. But look, a fired-up Wilder is one dangerous motherfucker. And right now, as you can tell from these photos, this guy is fired up.